rendition of the bed in VanMargrit, and it folds up in 2 sections. There's a 3/4 steel frame around Baltic birch, and there'll be a latch to hold it up in that position, and the bedding will all be stuffed into this area, and there'll be a latch kind of by his arm there that'll hold it up in place. And then to deploy it, you just release the latch. It'll fold down and it gets supported by the steel frame on the other side. That folds out, and then the trifold bedding will be stuffed up in that huge closet, and that'll just flop down on top of it. This is a demo of folding up the mattress and the bed in VanMargrit. So my lovely assistant will give us a hand. So basically you buckle that side, slide it in, and then you can flip up the first part of the bed. And then flip up the second part of the bed, and that'll latch, and as you can see there's tons of room back there behind there for bedding and pillows and crap to go in there. And deployment is just the opposite. Hopefully we can just leave the bedding on it. We're not completely sure that's going to work, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens.
My wife and I decided to give it a quick shot. I'm 6 feet and about 200 pounds. It seems to be steady and sturdy, and there's not a ton of room, but plenty of room height-wise.
And underneath it is this, which is a huge water tank. We think about 90 gallons, and that'll have flexible bladders inside of it. One flexible bladder will hold the fresh water, the other one will hold the gray water, and it's got pumps in it for the drain and for extracting, so that it will so basically when you leave on a trip, the whole tank will be occupied by fresh water, and then as you use fresh water, the pumps will pump it in the gray water bladder. That'll displace, so at the end of the trip the whole tank can be full of gray water, so it doubles that space.
The structural portion of the tank is completely welded out of 1 inch and 3/4 inch steel in a cross pattern. It's bolted to the van in several places to make sure that, like when you do a quick deceleration, it doesn't knock out of there. And there's a removable panel up on top, so that 2 removable panels that you can take the top of the tank off in case you need to get in there to mess with it.
Oh, for bonus up above, we got a hammock too, and got that bolted in with some custom-made hardware. And so if we want to have an extra part,
they can just hang in the hammock above the main bed. The hammock was put in, I've got it bolted in above the latches on the rear and the very front crossbar on the front. I used some 1/2 inch steel, cut it with the power hacksaw, drilled and threaded it, and then some M8 stainless steel rings that came from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. They seem to be very sturdy. I've had my 200-pound carcass up in there, and it seems to be fine. There's no creaking or fleck. Thanks for watching our video.